What's up, guys? Artem MMA Analysis here. Going to be talking about another fight taking place on UFC 277. Julianna Pena versus Amanda Nunes 2 is actually scheduled to be the main event. Interesting main event. I really don't know how big of a pay-per-view draw this is going to be. I know that they're both coaches on The Ultimate Fighter Season 30. And yeah, which is cool. Like, it's cool to see that the coaches are actually going to fight each other, unlike we haven't really had in previous seasons. I know we had that with Volkanovski versus Ortega. Maybe they'll do the finals on this card somewhere in the prelims. I don't know though. Actually, Ramiz Brahimaj versus Michael Morales has been added. I'm going to talk about that in a later video too. But I'm going to be picking Amanda Nunes, sorry, to beat Julianna Pena. I feel like she doesn't show up in the last time, man. I know the MMA Guru is probably more on the side of picking Julianna Pena, but I really do believe that Amanda Nunes, she's gonna prove that she's better than Julianna Pena on this one here. I feel like maybe she just didn't show up in the last one. Maybe she had a bad weight cut because, to be fair, her fight against Megan Anderson was at 145. Her fight against Felicia Spencer was at 145. Her fight against Jermaine Durandamy, I'm pretty sure that was at 135. But even then, I feel like maybe she hadn't fought at bantamweight for at least a couple of years, so maybe she wasn't quite ready for the weight cut. Maybe she wasn't used to the weight cut, and it really affected her a lot more. Or maybe she just, like, I don't know. There's something must have gone on because Julianna Pena looked really, really good in that fight, and maybe Julianna Pena has made that many improvements. She does actually look Julianna Pena, that is. I believe that Julianna Pena is going to win the Ultimate Fighter. I feel like Julianna Pena has got better heavyweights on her roster. Amanda Nunes has better women's flyweights on her roster, but that really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. I'm picking Nunes by KO on this one here. I do think that she should finish Pena. If Pena does manage to get another submission, I will be quite surprised. Considering the first one she got in, she didn't even have her body hooks in. She didn't even have any legs wrapped around Nunes. She was kind of like hanging off to the side and was chugged her out that way. It was so weird. It was such a weird thing to tap to, Amanda Nunes. But yeah, it was such a strange fight. It was such a strange fight. But yeah, we're getting the rematch. I think that Amanda Nunes is going to come back a little bit more determined, a little bit more ready, hopefully a lot more focused. Hopefully she doesn't overlook Julianna Pena. Maybe that was at the first time. I just don't believe that Amanda Nunes should lose to Julianna Pena. She really should be able to beat Julianna Pena. But if she wins again, I will be very happy to admit that Julianna Pena is the better fighter than Nunes. But I'm going to be picking Nunes to win the second one here. Definitely an interesting main event though. I don't know how much of a pay-per-view draw this main event is. I feel like Brandon Moreno's a pretty big name. Kai Kara-France's not a big name, but like still probably this fight in general would bring enough intrigue to bring pay-per-views. I don't know about Julianna Pena, Amanda Nunes, how much intrigue that would bring to bring pay-per-views. Derek Lewis, big pay-per-view draw. Anthony Smith and Magomed Ankalaev, not so much. Paulo Costa and Luke Rockhold is probably a pretty decent pay-per-view draw as well. But apart from that, like, I don't really see this card selling like huge pay-per-views because you don't really have like any massive names for casuals to love. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird card in my opinion. I feel like maybe they should put a third title on there and hopefully that would sell a lot more. But at the moment, I just don't know how I feel about Julianna Pena, Amanda Nunes being a main event. I don't feel like this is a main event, a pay-per-view main event for a card, you know what I mean? Fight, I mean, like, I don't feel like you're going to get many casual fans paying to watch this card. I mean, I'm going to pay to watch this card. I'll probably do a watch along with it, you know what I mean? I'll do a fight companion, so I will pay to watch the card, but I feel like for casual fans that don't really know MMA, this isn't like a big draw, in my opinion.